Hello there and welcome to this video. It's about Tod Head Lighthouse, and that's in Kincardineshire, brackets Aberdeenshire, in Scotland. And it's a very isolated place and all the properties are privately owned, but it won't stop you going and having a look. And this is what greets you as soon as you come down to it. I parked on that grass you can see to the left, but as I say, it's private. Just nobody told me to go away. And here's a plaque on the wall saying Tod Head Lighthouse. That's just in case you're in the wrong place. You'll notice a lot of these are stills, and I've made them to move in a program that I use. I just thought I'd have something a bit different. There'll be some videos in it, but it's a bit like a slideshow that moves with videos. This is looking outwards to the North Sea, back to the lighthouse, side on sort of thing. You'll see, there you are. And underneath the lighthouse there, it's covered in nests, swallow nests, made out of spittle and other weird stuff. There you are. Looky looky. Couple of nests together. And they're nearly in every opening all the way around the lighthouse base. I'm holding on this because I'm hoping some swallows will come and go in and out the nest, because that one you can just see to the right hand side. They are going in and out of that one. Trust me to focus on the wrong one. And if you're waiting for it to happen, tough luck. It's not going to. I should have edited it out, but I thought, no, leave it in. And you can see with the amount of bird life here, it's well populated around here. And very noisy at times. You can probably hear them in the background, making a racket, as they do. But look at the scenery. It's really quite rugged. And you won't want to be caught walking down on the what passes for the beach if the tide comes in. And there's an old storeroom there. I was told by a local person it was a cludgy and a boiler house. That's a toilet and a boiler house. Don't know if it's true, can't tell, no signs of anything in there. It's just an empty wee building. And there's yet another rock completely crowded out where wildlife, different birds and all sorts of things. I saw some ducks on one and guillemots and so on. I'm not an ornithologist, they're just birds. They come in two sizes, big or little. They come in two standards, noisy or quiet. That's basically it as far as my knowledge goes. But even across there you can see it's covered in bird iguana. Sounds like a load of crap to me. They've got to go somewhere, and there's as good a place as any to get away from predators. This is a view out into the North Sea. It was taken as a panoramic shot, and then I've put movement on it. Nice view. It's okay when it's not raining. Yeah. It seems like all the big rocks have got plenty wildlife camping out on them. You can't say as you blame them. The weather can be rather inclement up here, as anywhere can be near the coast. A bit dodgy, but they're safe enough up in the air like that. The only thing they have to worry about is other birds. And these are the sheep and the rams. These are hardy. You can tell by the grazing and the ground they cover. It's not an easy life, but they don't look sort of weak or ill or in need of care. They look very strong indeed. And if the ram gives you a nudge, which he does sometimes, you know he's fit. It feels like you've been hit by a little car. He doesn't hurt, he just gives you a push, as if to say, hey Jimmy, this is my territory, sling your hook. Obviously the ram was a wee Glasgow boy who'd had a few pints of beer. It is nice there though. And it's a not often visited place, which makes it even better still for me. I like quiet places. Don't want to be surrounded by people like me taking photos and videos. And this is another panoramic shot with movement. I've just used pan and tilt. And the sun's coming up, so you can tell it's AM rather than PM. There's Tod Lighthouse. It's on quite a rough bit of ground here, and you can understand why. If you were on a boat in the fog, you certainly wouldn't want to run into this lot, would you? Look at it. It doesn't look very good even now with the tide out. That looks like a natural harbour over there for small fishing boats. And there's my tripod on holiday at Tod Lighthouse. I'm obviously walking about and just totally ignored it. And over in the background you can see the track there. It's a concreted footpath. I think there might be something military over there, like a pillbox or something. Or some form of emplacement. Or it was the foghorn, because they used to have a foghorn. That's my bet. It was a foghorn. It was decommissioned, but you would make sense to have it out there near where the rocks are. And here's one of the sheep. Well, he's found something to eat. And they're quite agile. I was watching them scrambling up these rocks and things. They're certainly not frightened, and they leap quite a distance. Oh, well, that's Tod Head Lighthouse. If you're over that way, go and have a look. There on Kinef. And as I'm fond of saying, ta-ra the new Jimmy. Bye.